Oh, look what we have here today. It is a 1973 watercolor. It's so nice. Forget about that. Today we have Greg Higgins from Splash. We're going to be talking about something very exciting, new things going on with experiential marketing in the event space. Welcome, Greg.
Thanks, Jeff.
Coming up next. Splash, a superior experiential platform for brands to have events. So Greg, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on in Splash?
Splash is really exciting. So Splash is an experiential marketing platform, like you said. We're working with some incredible brands right now, like Anheuser-Busch, Facebook, Spotify, Thrillist, all using our solution to manage and market all of the events that they do over the course of the year.
That's great. I mean, I know a lot of people are familiar with solutions like Evite, right? You have your daughter's birthday party, you use Evite. Can you tell us how that's different for you? Well, how is Splash different?
Yeah, of course. So for large brands where their actual brand and design and the aesthetic of their brand, when that's important, those things don't fly, really. Like what's a brand more than just a promise? And when you have an event, every aspect of the event, from the save the date that gets sent out a month in advance, if that's off brand, then the actual invitee is thrown off a little bit, right? That's not that. Right. And so for a lot of solutions out there that are concerned with the actual transaction or that their branding on there, it just doesn't fly with larger companies.
Social is huge today with events and with anything really, any marketing activities. Can you talk about how Splash leverages social?
Yeah, so social it's super important. I mean, if you think about events in general, it's not as much anymore about the 100, the 500 people that are actually going to be there in attendance. Of course, it's super important, but what's more important are the thousands, perhaps millions of people that are viewing your event from a digital perspective, either online or via social. So our ability and our users' ability to capture the social around their event is super important. So we empower them to grab, Instagram posts, tweets, Facebook posts by geolocation, by hashtag, by username, and pull all of that information into Splash. And then what's interesting is we marry that social information against the attendee information to give you insight into who the biggest influencers are at your event, and just looking at the event from a social or just an online perspective.
That's fantastic. I mean, that just provides brands with just such a major value to get their brand out there beyond the event, right? Is that's the goal, right?
Totally. And if you think about what we're trying to do as compared to the other solutions that are out there that are focusing on that ticket transaction, that one-time event, we're encouraging, or we're focusing more on brands building communities around their events. As they throw more events in Splash, they're going to acquire more data from social and from just their attendees in general, and the lists that they put into the tool that are coming in from Marketo, that are coming in from Salesforce, and we marry all that information to say, all right, over the course of time, as you're throwing events, these are your most loyal brand enthusiasts. These are your biggest influencers. These are the people you want to spend the most time with. These are the people who are going to spread the word. It's insanely valuable, and it allows you to capitalize on that.
That's fantastic. Now I know Splash is relatively new. Can you talk about how Splash has been experiencing growth over the last couple of years, and where do you expect to be in a couple of years from now?
We're about 3.5 years old. It's been a very wild ride. I remember in the early days where we were focusing on just events and making sure that the design was perfectly on brand for every single client that used Splash, and then we empowered these designers at the brands themselves to come into the tool and actually build out beautiful kind of themes or templates for their actual marketing teams to use when they market their events. And now the largest brands in the world are trained in implementing their own Splash themes and they're doing so on a self-serve basis. So it's really incredible to see people learn your technology over time and start to use it on their own and kind of just distribute that within their own organization.
Looking to stay connected with the latest marketing automation and Marketo trends? Make sure to sign up below for the RevEngine Insider blog. You'll also get a copy of the upcoming ebook, 6 Steps to Simplify Your Lead Lifecycle. So sign up below.
What else do you want me to say?
No, that's good. He cuts everything anyway.
Okay, good.
Unless he puts it in the bloopers.
Blooper reel.
Yeah, that's at the end. So digital marketing has evolved. Oh, these paintings. This is a Pierre Cardin. It's so nice. This is way too boring. We got Greg